Hi guys, I'm here today to share with you another design team project for craftsupplies1, and I will have the links to both of the shop listed in the description box below. So I made these two items right here, and this is actually for a swap that I'm doing, and it is called a pocket full of embellishment swap. And this swap was hosted by Betty, who is scrappassion01 here on YouTube, and my partner was Melanie. We already know who our partners were. And so this is what I created for her, and I pretty much used a bunch of different gorgeous crafty goodies from craftsupplies1. So I'm gonna move my camera here so I can kind of show you guys both of the items that I have done. So as you can see, on the left is my pocket, and then on the right I made a little container, altered can. So I'll kind of go over this with you guys here in a second. I'm sorry about the camera moving. I just kind of wanted to get that all in frame for a second. So I'll start with my pocket. And so this is the pocket that I did. And as you guys know, doing my projects, I love to alter a lot of recyclables. So actually what I used for my pocket for this was an empty popcorn box, like microwave popcorn. And so I'm trying to figure out the best way to show you guys. Excuse me, I'm still a little bit sick. This box is laid sideways, and I'm going to lift up my camera so I can kind of explain this to you guys what I did. So I cut this edge right here of the box off, so there was just an opening here at the top, and then the front piece right here I cut on this side down and then on this side down, and I folded that backwards into itself, and then I just made like a clean line and flattened it out so it was really thin, and just kind of taped that down behind there, and then kind of got the shape for my box. And okay, sorry you guys, let me put this back down. Hopefully I can get my phone fixed soon and I won't have this problem anymore. But so after I got that done, I covered the whole box in this paper right here, and this is actually the Prima Fairy Rhymes paper. And I did use both the 12x12 and the 6x6 pad. I used the 12x12 to cover the box, excuse me, I'm sorry, inside and out. And as you can see, so I'll show you guys the back here. You can kind of have a better view of the lining that I did. So I just covered like all the edges with it, and then here on the back I just added this trim right here. That's from my stash. Added some little flowers that are from craftsupplies1, and there's a little bit of trim up here at the top that's just kind of folded over to give it a nice clean edge. So you guys know me, I don't like to leave anything unfinished, even the backs, even though you're not going to see the back. To me, I just, my personality, I guess, can't leave anything undone, so like everything is always finished on my stuff. So that's the back, and I think it's just as pretty as the front. But this is the side, as you can see. This is also covered in paper as well. And then around most of the edges I used this pink braided trim just to give it a nice clean finish here. And then when I go back to the front, I created these banner pieces, and this is just using some of the paper. I kind of freehanded one of these and then just kind of cut it like I had the piece, and then I put it over another piece of paper and just kind of cut it just so they would all be the same size. And I kind of wanted to have the banner going at an angle, as obviously it has her name on it. So I started this piece from up here and then just kind of let it swing down to the other side. And I just used these thickers from my stash, and then just added these little pearls to kind of make it look like that's how they're attached together, but you know, obviously they're really glued together. And then I put each piece on some foam so that it would be like sticking out, so it looks like it's hanging, but it's really not, because I didn't want it to like get ripped off or anything. I wanted to make sure it stayed. And then in this corner I added a bunch of different flowers that are from craftsupplies1. Super pretty. And then I did a cluster on this side as well right here. And this is using some of the parchment flowers, some of these ribbon flowers, and some paper flowers. And then just added a little butterfly right there. And then here at the bottom I made another cluster and added one of these really pretty butterflies. That's from craftsupplies1, and those do come in several different colors. You know, depending on your preference, you can find a bunch of different ones in there. So I added the blue one right here, and then I stuck a couple leaves behind the letter E right here that are just cut off from a bunch of parchment flowers. So I stuck those in there, and then here at the top I used this iridescent trim. It's super pretty, and so I strung it from the sides and then down the front and then on the other side, and I just think it's gives it a nice little extra touch. I think it's really pretty, and I wanted to make sure I used it somehow on this project, so I just thought that was a really cute way to use it. It's just kind of staying there, kind of as decoration, but also kind of if the little inserts get, for some reason, get pushed forward, it kind of helps to hold them in some. So that goes like that. And then I made a bunch of little cards, the embellishments, to go in here. And actually, excuse me, have some more that aren't in here yet, but I just made a few different things for her. Like I did, I'll show you guys this one I did. I took these frames right here. These are some Prima wood frames or embellishments. I forgot what collection they were from, but they're just plain wood pieces. So I took some little cutouts from the paper line and kind of glued it behind, and then added some stickles around the edges because I like stickles. Like you know, I like kind of sparkly stuff. So just put some stickles around it, and then added these little white flowers that are from craftsupplies1 that are super pretty. And then just added some of this crochet trim and some of this pearl trim that's also from craftsupplies1, just to decorate it up a little bit. I don't want to go through all these because there's a few, you know, but I just wanted to share a couple with you guys that I did. Let's see. I'm trying to even remember what all I did. I just made some like little flowers and stuff, like here's some gray ones and then here's some white ones, and just kind of stuck them on there as a little set. And everything just has a tiny little dot of glue on the back to keep it onto the packaging, but it can easily be taken off. I also added some extra embellishments that I didn't make, like these ones right here. There's these pink flower cabochons, and then there's just a little arty cake here at the bottom. I just thought it was really cute. So there's just a bunch of different stuff in there that, I mean, I have to show this before I'm sending it because I need to show it for my design team project, but you know, I would still want her to be surprised by some of the stuff that's in there that you can't see. So that's my pocket that I did for her. So Melanie, I hope you like it. So I also made this can, and also I made it to match as a set. So I used basically the same stuff that I used over here on my pocket. I used on here, like the butterfly. I had to add that so that these can sit together and they match each other. But you know, you can use this for like storing some of your tools, or pens, pencils, stuff like that, or you know, whatever you can think of. So I covered this with some more paper from the collection, and then all these trims right here that you see and the doily here at the bottom are all from craftsupplies1. So I just added that around, and then added this little trim right here that's really pretty and dainty. And then this trim right here is also over here on top of the box. So I added some of that around, and then some more of this really pretty pearl trim that I love. And on the inside, just to kind of finish it off, I added this polka dot ruffle trim. That's one of my favorites around the inside. And then in the bottom, I just added some paper from the collection because I didn't want it to be all unfinished. And then here in the front, I just made this front piece using some different supplies from the shop. There's some of the different flowers, and I wanted to use the same ones that are on the box. So I just kind of tucked those in on the side, and it's the same on both sides. And then I used the back of this piece right here as some of this polka dot trim. And then I just used some scrap pieces of lace that I've used on other projects behind the butterfly. And then just stuck a little butterfly on the front because I think it's really pretty. And it matches. See, there's this butterfly here, and it's the twin brother over here. So that is the items that I made for the swap, and I have some other stuff that's going along with it as well, but I just wanted to show those to you guys. So that's my pocket and my little canister. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.